Hello there, Cancer. It's so good to see you again. I'm so glad that you're here. I'm Mary Sue, and it's wonderful to have you back for your weekly tarot reading. This is good from February 28th until March 6th. So we'll take a look at the overall energies with the oracle cards, and then we'll go to the tarot for more details. And if you're enjoying the content that I create or resonating with the message, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider commenting, or subscribing. It really does help to get my message out to more people. Okay, let's get into your reading, Cancer. Let's see what you have here. Dog spirit, be loyal to what you love. Cancer. I think it's interesting because out of all the signs, I always feel like you are one of those signs that is extremely loyal to what you love. You know, you're very nurturing, you're very protective of, yourself, your family, your friends, those who are close to you. And there's this energy of just, wanting to be protective, I know it says loyal here. Oh, I know it says loyal, but I'm really getting a sense of protectiveness. Really interesting. So let's see, chaos and conflict. This is why I'm getting protectiveness. I feel as if there is a situation in your life. It could be family, friend, work. It could be romantic, but I feel as if with, this chaos and conflict, I think there's more than just perhaps one person involved in this. And it's a sense of being really protective of yourself and those, I'm getting a sense that you're trying to be protective of those almost like children, those that can't maybe protect themselves. And I don't mean that in an ominous way. I just really feel like you're having this want or this need to speak up in a situation where somebody maybe for one reason or another can't or won't speak up for themselves. So if it's a work situation, there could be, a situation where one of your coworkers is kind of being ostracized or I don't know, singled out for some reason. And it's kind of like you befriend them, or you stand up for them against, everyone else. It's a very loving feeling that I'm getting. And I also feel like that you have the leadership ability within you to be able to make this situation better. Sometimes, I'm going to say this because I was a teacher, sometimes when one student who has, possibly, is looked up to from their peers, befriends the new student in the class or someone that is having some difficulty. When they befriend, it's like all of the other kids in the class are like, oh, okay, yeah. And I feel as if you're using your power to help someone else. Okay, there we go. It only took me, 10 minutes to get there. So let's go to the tarot and get some more details on this. Empress. Yeah. It's really this sense of, the power that you have. The Empress, gender does not matter. It's that, I'm going to sit here on my throne and allow others to come to me. I don't really have to take a lot of action, All I have to, it's like this sense of all I have to do is befriend somebody. Or, just I feel like you're using your power that you may have in a social situation, a family situation, some type of situation. You're using your power in a good way. Because think about the Empress. The Empress is very motherly. Once again, gender doesn't matter, but nurturing, loving, protective. Once again, perhaps of children. Now, that could be your own children. Like, say you're having some conflict with extended family members or something, and you may be trying to protect your own children from like knowing what's going on, or, or maybe you're getting a divorce and you're trying to be very protective of your children, And once again, it's not like an ominous thing. It's just like you may not be divulging all of the information you have in order to protect somebody's feelings. It's a really loving energy, Cancer. Really loving energy. And I don't feel like you're up against someone or something that's evil. I think it's just conflict, chaos, confusion, perhaps. I know, when I was a child, we moved quite often. And I remember this one time overhearing my dad. I was like 15 at the time, and we were about to take a big move. I was in high school. I was kind of tired of moving. We moved like every year or two. And I overheard my dad talking to my mom about we were going to be moving again. And he was, I almost get teary-eyed thinking about it. He was really trying to protect me. He was like trying to talk to her about how to tell me about the move and what they could do to make this move better. Because I was really in a good situation at the time. I was really active in my school and everything. And I think he knew it was going to be a very difficult move, especially being in high school. And, it's that type of energy of trying to protect somebody that you really and truly love, knowing that there may be some chaos or conflict ahead, but how can we make it an okay experience for this person? Letting them know that they are truly loved. So what's your obstacle? 3 of Pentacles, having difficulty. Yeah, I feel like it's kind of like a family situation, maybe a divorce, separation, something like that. There's some chaos in the family. Your area of resistance or your obstacle is that people are not willing to work together. And I feel like you're just trying to shelter, Yeah. 7 of Wands. I feel part of it is you're trying to get your head wrapped around it. You're trying to get your kind of ducks in a row, and at the same time just kind of sheltering other people until you know that you can step into. I feel like you want to be a leader in this. You want to really get yourself focused on how you're going to get through perhaps a difficult situation, especially, once again, like a divorce or something, or maybe you lost your job, or, something that's really going to affect not just you, but those that you love, those that are around you. So your advice, Page of Swords, communicating, speaking the truth. I'm getting the sense that the best way to handle this is to speak the truth. Perhaps not overly sugarcoating it. And yet at the same time, it's the truth. So, speaking the truth to whoever it is that you may need to share this knowledge with, but at the same time, not over exaggerating the situation, not sugarcoating the situation, just kind of like laying out the facts and kind of leaving it at that. 3 of Cups. Yeah, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. What I mean by over, like when my parents finally told me that we were going to move, it was kind of a conversation of this is what, is happening. There's nothing that can be done except that we have to move. And then talking about, okay, how can we make this easier for you? What are some things that, we could consider, sharing feelings perhaps, but keeping it all truthful, not, overly emotional. So for instance, like you're telling your children that, maybe you're going to get a divorce, not blaming one person or the other, or, kind of getting into all the drama of it. It's like, just the facts, ma'am. Just the facts. I'm not sure. That's from an old show. Shows my age. Okay, yeah, because this is all going to come into balance. It's a really interesting energy because, Cancer, I really feel like you are a leader in this situation. And the true advice that I keep getting is don't be over dramatic. Just kind of like be really truthful, matter of fact, a little bit perhaps, compassionate. I'm not saying not compassionate, but not Ten of Swords. There's something coming to an end that I think you may have to. You're waiting. There could be some. There could be some toxic energy in a connection that is coming to an end. But the message here is maybe not to share the toxic nature of it, especially if you're having to share this information with children. So like the people that you are dealing with, they may need to know that this relationship, this situation is coming to an end. You could say it's all going to be fine in the end, but it's not about, well, this is coming to an end because so-and-so had an affair. Or, it's like they don't need the details. I think it's so interesting because I feel like I am not being concise at all. And I think that is the message they're saying to me. That's the message. It's kind of like, all you have to do is just say the major facts. Be concise. You don't have to give a lot of the details. I'm only chuckling because they're using me as a model of what not to do. Oh my goodness. I used to actually do that when I was a teacher. Like I would, it was really funny. Like it really was. The kids used to get a big kick out of it. What not to do. Oh my gosh. Wow. Tower on the bottom. Yeah, you've known that this was coming to an end for some time. Well, Cancer, I think you know what the situation is. It's a very difficult ending. And I think that you have been having to take a long look at this for a very, very long time. There's been a lot of chaos and conflict along the way. And I feel as if you may need to not only shelter some people from the whole truth, but I also get a sense of standing up and being a leader. And saying to somebody, that's not okay. Like whatever this situation is, whatever this person may have done, it's about you standing up and saying, that's not okay. And I feel like this is going to be really hard for you to do. It could be even a family member, that you have to stand up to and say, that's not okay. And when you do this is a huge thing in your life because we have the Empress. I feel like you are handling the situation with a lot of compassion and caring and love, but also a very protective nature of recognizing when something is not right. We have the Judgment card. You're looking at a situation and you're saying, that's not okay. It's just not okay. And you may have even played a little part in this whole chaos and conflict, but it's gotten to a point where you're kind of like, you know what? That's just not okay. You know, the world card is like, yeah, we have to end this, whatever this is, because I'm not okay with what you're doing. And I also don't want that to be around perhaps people that you love. It's really a sense of protecting those that you truly love, or a person that you truly love. We have the Wheel of Fortune. You know, the Wheel of Fortune is about blessings being, you know, kind of bestowed upon you from the heavens. For some of you, I think this is not going to resonate with everybody. For some of you, I think that somebody in your life may have gotten some type of a blessing, you know, and they're doing something fishy with the blessing, and you're judging it, and you're saying, you know what, that's not okay. They could have taken advantage of somebody, like financially, and you're just kind of like, you know, that was a blessing because of something that you did, you know, like, I don't know, like not paying their taxes, or embezzling money or something, you know, it could be in a business dealing, and you're just kind of like that, whatever this situation is, like, no, that's not okay. That has to end. And really kind of standing up, you know. If it's not a family situation, I feel like it's a business situation, and you're almost like standing up to perhaps a boss or somebody, and saying, you know what you're doing is not okay. You're taking advantage of people. I feel like there's somebody here that's taking advantage of somebody else. Yeah. Four of Swords. Having to heal. Yeah. You know, there's a lot of conflict over a big disappointment. Somebody's not wanting to work on this. I feel like for some of you, there could have been an ending already, you know, and this is the conflict, the aftermath of that ending, or you're still kind of going through an ending. It's not coming back together. You've had a lot of patience with this, and yet it's kind of like, yeah, you know, the healing isn't coming. Yeah, look at this. We have the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. You know what I feel? I feel like you are protecting for some of you, you may be protecting a Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles person. Really interesting. I'd love to know how this resonates. I almost feel like you're trying to keep somebody sequestered away from somebody that is toxic and that could harm somebody else. Like your Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. I'm not sure even that whoever that is, you know, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands is, you know, somewhat of a motherly, you know, energy. I'm not sure this person even knows what's going on. I feel like this is all behind the scenes. Really interesting. Queen of Cups, King of Cups, Three of Wands, Five of Pentacles. Whew. I feel like, okay, this is so interesting. I'd love to know the people in this story line. very deep. I really feel like this is kind of like a family situation. It could be a family business situation. Okay, this is your advice, Cancer. I can tell you this. There's a truth that needs to be spoken. There's a truth. You've been waiting to share this truth for some time. Now, you could be sharing it, look at this, with your romantic partner, King and Queen of Cups. So this is your energy. Could be another water sign, another Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. It could be your romantic partner. It could be a business partner. But there's a truth that you need to share. You've been waiting for some time. And I feel as if by not sharing this truth, whatever this truth is, I mean, it could be something as expressing your love to them. Let's see if we can just get one on this. What is the truth? 3 of Cups. Wow. 8 of Wands, taking action. Ace of Cups, 7 of Cups. Okay, there's a love that needs to be, something that needs, a truth that needs to be shared. Okay, Cancer, there's 2 messages I'm getting here. One is that you or your romantic partner has a third party, and that information needs to be shared. And that could be why you're trying to also protect other people in this situation, perhaps your own children. The other thing it could be is that you want to share how much you love this person, and you could be separated from this person at this time. So the thing is that you don't want to just kind of express your feelings of love, and perhaps, you would be also trying to protect your family or your children because you're not sure what is going to happen once you express your love to this person. It's definitely the situation where you are being called to do something in this situation. That, it is time to turn the wheel in this situation. You've been waiting a very long time. I feel like this person has been waiting a very long time. It is about taking action, communicating your love. You've been having that energy of expressing your love for some time. And I know, reading the comments, a lot of you have been like, no, I'm not doing that. They're toxic. And, you do have free will, Cancer. I feel though, if the person that from the past, if you're separated from this person, you want to reach out to this person, you have free will to reach out to that person. If you are like, no, I don't want to reach out to that person because they, have caused me a lot of a very tragic, toxic ending, right? Then I think that maybe what you need to do is perhaps talk to someone, like a counselor, a therapist, a good friend, a family member that can be somewhat unbiased. It's about speaking the truth. There is this need to speak the truth, to get down. They're showing me, I know that there's not a sword there. This is the Page of Swords, but a sword is a piece of metal. There's no... there's no covering on it. There's no skin on it. And it's, you touch it, you can cut your finger. It's kind of like the truth, the real truth, and nothing but the truth needs to be spoken in this situation. And for some of you, that has to do with your emotions in this situation, how you feel about this situation or what this person has done. And I really and truly feel like, he's also standing on books there. It's about learning the lessons and then speaking your truth about what you have learned about yourself, the situation, whatever that is. For some of you, this protective feeling, you may have been protecting your own heart about the truth of this matter, or protecting, your inner child, because I kept having that child. You could have been protecting your inner child from just how painful this situation, this truth, this ending was, this conflict. For some of you, you may have been protecting, if you were married to this person or whatever, protecting your children from the truth of the situation. But then it's about you expressing that truth to your ex or whatever about how, there's, Ace of Wands. I have a feeling that it's like it's clearing the air. I feel like there's this energy of needing to clear the air so you can get a fresh start. Really. Oh my gosh. Cancer. Chariot, there you are on the bottom. Progressing, going. 10 of Cups. There's an energy of reuniting. I mean, we started off with the Judgment card. Taking another look at this situation. Bringing it into balance. That's the outcome. Bringing it into the balance. After a long time of wondering, could you have victory in this situation or not? Going back and forth if you wanted victory. It's the truth. Brings in this very happy, stable family. Now, once again, I'm not, perhaps there was codependency in this relationship. And so, the two of you have looked at that, or you've learned the lessons of that. You've decided, okay, maybe we can have another round with this, right? With the World card. We can do this again, but this time we're doing it differently. So interesting. Let's see what we have here. Do I know all my strengths and am I using them? Okay, we're going to read this because I'm not sure I've ever seen this card before. We all have superpowers, but it's up to us to uncover them. When we live and lead with our strengths, we are able to show up in our zone of genius. This inspires others to do the same. How can I use one of my soul gifts today to contribute to this open and ready world? Yeah, I feel like in this case, it's, I said at the beginning, you have this like leadership. I had this leadership. You're the leader in this situation. It's about opening up to your superhuman powers, right? Of how you can guide this situation. Bring it back together, because we have 4 major arcana in your present energy. The Empress, the World, the Judgment, and the Wheel of Fortune. You can bring this situation back into harmony. 6 of Pentacles, harmony, balance. And once again, speaking the truth from compassion, from, no overly dramatic conversations. Keeping it real. There's a sense of keeping it real here. Whatever this is. And, I really feel for some of you, you need to speak a truth to 2 other people. Like, you may be the mediator for a couple that has separated. So it could be, your best friend and their partner, and you're kind of like, listen, you guys, you need to work this out because you're really meant to be together. There's a sense of you being the negotiator. Cancer, you are a good negotiator. You are. And that's your superpower, right? Using your superpower to negotiate something big. That's for sure. The hero of your cosmic journey. You are going to be the hero. You're going to be the hero of the story. You're pulling out your superpower. And you're going to be the hero. I think it's so interesting because look at, there's the sword, right? The truth is your superpower. Staying in the truth is your superpower. Not overglossing it. Not over dramatizing it. Not, it's so interesting. It's really about the truth will set you free. The truth in your case is your superpower and is going to help bring this situation into balance. Whatever this is, I'd love to hear in the comments. Really interesting. You know, Cancer, I'm going to say I am really I'm really honored to deliver this message because I feel as if you are stepping into a very powerful leadership role here in this situation, understanding the power that you have and not just sitting on it. You know, I think it's going to take strength and courage to talk to this person or these people, whatever this is. It's like you're not going to slink away in the middle of the night. You're not going to hide your head in the sand, you know? You're looking at the situation. You're like, yeah, like you may know the truth. You know, if you're dealing with two other people, one person might have told you some information. Another person told you some information. But those two people don't have that information, right? And it's kind of like you're in this triangle and those two people need to also have this information. Like person A likes person B and they told you, but of course they didn't tell person B. And person B told you they like person A, but of course they didn't tell person A. So you know that these two people like each other, whatever, want to get back together, whatever it is. And it's kind of like, it's almost like you're the mediator. You're the negotiator. And it's your power. Because you know the truth and you're about to speak the truth. Really interesting. Cancer, I'm leaving it there. I'd love to hear in the comments how this resonates with you. And I do. I wish you so much love and light. And thank you. I mean, seriously, thank you for your compassion and your caring in this situation. I really do feel like you're trying to protect other people, whoever that is. I think you're coming at this situation truthfully, but also with a lot of compassion and care for all the people involved in this situation. So kudos to you. That, you know, that right there means that you are a true leader. All right, I'm leaving it there. Much love and light to you. If you did resonate, I'd love to hear how in the comments, or please consider liking or subscribing. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.